So just wanted to make a very quick video to show you how Moodle's now looking. What we're currently looking at is the previous look of Moodle that we had on the second year pages. As you can see, there's no convention to anything we're looking at. Every time that a student wants to look at a different topic, they've got to learn how to use that topic, and they're probably going to be looking at topics like critical approaches to media, thinking, I'm sure there was more we went through in class than this, and I'll be looking at the DVD authoring and going, yeah, there's stuff that I can't really be bothered to click, and I'll be looking at the single camera going, again, I'm sure there was more in class that we covered. It's going to take them a few seconds every time to look at it to get used to using it, and eventually they're just going to go, hey, if you can't come up with a convention, why am I going to bother using it? So, new look Moodle, I've formed a convention. Here we go. When you log on, this is the first year Moodle. I think I've got the second year Moodle on display as well right there. So you log on, you see these 10 buttons. We've got a button to the timetable. You click timetable, it takes you directly to the timetable section. Just underneath that, there's a link back to top. You click on that, it goes back to the top. Click on the music video, it takes us to the music video section. Directly under the label, we've got the learning outcomes of the unit. Then we've got one folder for briefs, help sheets and checklists, one for lesson resources, and one for pre-production forms. So the front end's sorted in my eyes. The back end of Moodle, where we put the files, that's not looking so good. If I can show you the files very briefly, you can see we've got a lot of folders at the top, very nicely organised to start with in project folders, and that slowly but surely became an amalgamation of dash files all over the root directory. Very simple reason as to why that's happened. People have turned editing on and they've clicked on add file, and then from that add file approach they've then uploaded a file and it's gone directly into the root directory. That's the way that Moodle's programmed and set up. Now what I want to do is set up a better system than that, so I've made a folder called current, and inside that current folder I've broken it down into the particular projects that are run throughout the first year. Now, inside those project files, if you're working on the advertising project, which myself and Cara are, you click on that, you've got two options. You've got briefs and help sheets and week-by-week resources. Now, if you've got a brief to put up or you've got a hand-in checklist or something like that, put it in the briefs, help sheets and checklist folder. If you've got a PowerPoint that you delivered in session 1, then go into week-by-week and call your PowerPoint session 1. Don't just call it PowerPoint in advertising, because you might have 5 of those PowerPoints and the students aren't going to be able to work out what they are. Call them by a session name, therefore we get a strategic number and we get a very nice order of where those files are going. Then when the students come to us to look for it in the advertising section, they've got a folder, briefs, help sheets and checklists. They're going to know straight away, if I need the brief, it's in the brief folder. If I need a PowerPoint, it's in the lesson resources folder. Let's make this as simple as we can for them. If you don't like going in through the back end of Moodle as a teacher, administrating it, you can do it this way as well. Click on the folder, I want to add something to lesson resources. Then click on edit files. Then click on upload file. That's just another way of getting you into that folder. So that's pretty much it really as far as how we're going to administer Moodle goes. What I would like to say is all the files that are now in the root directory other than the current folder, I am going to slash and burn at some point. Now I appreciate that I need to put a little BTEC icon maybe down here to link to the BTEC folder of extended diploma units. That's something that I'm working on pretty much as we speak. The only thing left that I'd like to say is please do not add pictures to the actual front end of Moodle. There's no need for it. I want to keep it as simple as we possibly can. I don't want any pictures, I don't want any mass blocks of texts. Let's keep it very simple. If you want to give some information as to this is what I want you to do for my unit, it should be in the checklist folder. Let's keep it simple, let's stick to a convention, and let's make our students use it as much as possible.